Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So I have a very small yarn haul, so it'll be a very short video today. But I figured I'll just do a separate video all of its own for you. So for those who like yarn hauls, that's fine. And this will be a part of the yarn haul video, because I have like everything on like their own playlists. I've got yarn shopping trip videos, I have yarn haul videos, I have vlog videos, I have like the movie marquees have their own playlist, the movie and stitches have their own playlist, whip weekends have their own playlist, my podcasts have their own playlist. If I have a segment of any sort, it has its own playlist, right? So just so if that's specifically what you're interested in, which I know I've had like bouts of that, like I'll be like, oh, I just want to watch yarn hauls, so I think we all do that from time to time, right? Anyway, as you'll see in a second, I came home to this box today on the front step, and it is a very small box from Spin Right, so it is not a big yarn haul. So let's just dive in now. I originally went there because, if you remember, when I went to the clearance, not to the clearance sale, but to go shopping at Joann's, the big Joann's that is that way from me, I found all the clearance when it first really started like kicking up, and my Joann's had every single color. There is, as to the best of my knowledge, not a single color of Red Heart with Love is on the shelves at normal price anymore, unless they've restocked it, unless they just were changing the labels or something and restocked those, because they've done that before with other yarns. I can't remember, maybe it was Mandala's last time, but they clearanced out stuff and then everybody thought it was going away, and then they got it back and they got the same colors back in. It was just different labels. So unless they're doing that, so I'm not going to say oh, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. But unless they're doing that, they took all their colors and they put them out. I wish in a way that I had gotten more, but I got what I could at the time, in the colors that I really wanted. I got all their black, and I got, what did I get? Their brown. That might have been it, because I do have some red left and some blues, things like that. I have some gray left, so I didn't get gray. I couldn't get white. They didn't have white. And I went directly to Yarnspirations, which is Spin Right, because it came addressed from Spin Right. And because they also own Red Heart, which is Coats and Clark, because do you remember there was that big acquisition, a few years ago now or something? And everybody was whoa about it. Maybe not really that excited, but there was, some talk about it at the time. Their packaging details actually says Yarnspirations / Coats and Clark. And then this address is from Georgia. But I have their packing list right here, which does not have prices. But I remember I only ended up getting a couple things. One of the things I got, I didn't go to the website to get. It just happened to be on clearance, because they actually said they were clearancing them out. And I was like, oh no, I've been meaning to get the color of this yarn, which you'll see in a second, for ever now. And I just hadn't. I better get it now. And then I had wanted 3 of them. I said, I want 2 or 3 of them. And there was literally on the Yarnspirations website, when they're clearancing things out, I guess it'll say, this is, by the way, my first order from Yarnspirations. So I shouldn't act like I know everything, but I guess because it did today, or it did that day, it said when I first looked, it said 16 left or whatever. And when I actually went to place my order, it said 3 left, which was exactly what I had in my cart. So I was like, oh, I better just hit it now, or I'm not going to get them. So I got that. And then I was going to get the colors of the Red Heart with Love that I wanted, in case my big fear is that they're going to get rid of the Red Heart with Love line. But that was my fear with the reason I have so much Ferris wheel now is because I was afraid they were going to get rid of that when like Joann's clearance them all out of their stores. And then I think at the same time, like Lion Brand had like a sale on it or something. And I was like, oh no, that must mean they're getting rid of it. So I just started like buying all of it up at the clearance sale. And then it turns out Joann's even still had it like online. They were just getting it out of their like box store. And Lion Brand just, they kept it. So they still have it. So my bad, but I have a lot of Ferris wheel now. So I didn't want to make that mistake and have like, you know, like a floor to ceiling shelf full of Red Heart with Love that'll take me absolutely ages. But I did want the colors that I know that I'm going to use, because this is like my staple yarn that I go to, like my basic acrylic. It's the one that I love. I love, 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 love it. It's not just a name, Red Heart with Love. I love it. So I didn't want to not have, you know, like black and that kind of thing. However, let me just say that I found a cheaper price in some of the colors at Mary Maxim. So what I ended up getting from Yarnspirations was still Red Heart with Love, but I got chocolate. I believe it's chocolate. Yep, chocolate. Because they did not have this one at Mary Maxim. Because if I remember my Price is Right, Bob Barker. Anyway, if I remember my prices correctly, this on the Yarnspirations website, the time that I bought it was like something, like $7.49, which like at least, because like when I got them at Walmart, and I don't know if that was just like a Walmart thing, because I feel like when these were at Joann's, they were the ones that I got on clearance. They were also full-size skeins, but the ones that Walmart had before they got rid of them were like, do I have one in here? This is a partial one, but imagine that it was full. See how they're like half-size ones? These were the ones from Walmart. I don't know if they were at the other stores, like a smaller size skein. Like these are, I'll give you all the deets in 1 second. I just kind of got on this voyage of curiosity now. 7 ounces, which is 198 grams, which is 370 yards, which is 338 meters. The one from Walmart, where are you? Why am I having such a problem with this today? Is, okay, 6 ounces, which is 170 grams, 315 yards, which is 288 meters. So yes, this one's floppy, but they must have still really been compactly packed comparatively, because I'm trying to fill it out. Like they're still quite a bit short. I guess they were probably quite a bit fatter too, maybe. So maybe that's more fair. 'Cause I thought it was like half of the width, or half of the amount of yarn. It's not half, obviously. Because what did I say yardage wise was again? 315 yards compared to 370. It is smaller, but it's not like something insane. But either way, I was still afraid, because like, you know, this was years ago that I had gotten in on this sale, and then they got rid of it like completely now. And Joann's got rid of it. So I was just afraid they were going to start, and they may still, who knows. But anyway, I got this because Mary Maxim didn't have it at all as a color option. And one of my favorite blankets is made from a really old, like 70s variegated yarn, and then this chocolate brown adds like more softness to it. So I had to get more chocolate. I want to get more. Just at 7 something a pop, like I'd rather they went on sale, or I had a coupon. Maybe, I don't know if Yarnspirations really does coupons, or maybe I can find them somewhere else, or just when I get, I guess, a bigger paycheck and have a little more money. But I would like to stock up on some more of this, because I really love this, and I love the color, like the actual color I'm saying, and the fact that I love this yarn. But the rest of the details, because that's what you're here for, not my life story, right? As I said, the color's chocolate. I already told you it's 7 ounces, which is 198 grams, 370 yards, which is 338 meters. It says Red Heart with Love Premium. Did it say that before? No, the old ones just said Red Heart with Love. Now it's Premium. It's probably been on the label for a while, but the old ones didn't say it. It is a medium 4-weight yarn, which is true. Like, this looks and everything wise, this is basically, for anybody familiar with Red Heart Super Saver, it is like the same width and everything, same size. They recommend a 6.5 millimeter hook, which is a K, and a 5.5 millimeter knitting needle, which is a 9 US. They are machine washable and dryable. It is 100% acrylic. And where were you made? It was the winner of America's Most Recommended Women's Choice Award. Where were you made, though? Made in Turkey. These were made in Turkey. So there is a really blown out brown. That's probably more accurate. And it is chocolatey brown. It's really, really nice. You know, I love my browns. And like, if you're not familiar with Red Heart with Love, but you maybe are familiar with Red Heart Super Saver, yes, they're trying to make Super Saver softer, it seems like, over the years, like more recently, but with Love is very, very much softer. Like, I think it is as soft or softer. I know there's people going to disagree with me, but I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I would call this as soft or softer. I think it's a really nice, fluffy, soft, thick yarn. I really, really, really love it. So it's very comparable. So if you have felt one and not the other, I think they're comparable. So I think it's pretty luscious. So I got 2 of those because, like I said, $7.49. Like, I want to have a little stockpile of them because I ran myself out on that blanket, but try to find a lower price or wait till they go down or see if I can find a coupon or something. So there's that. And then the other yarn, which unless they restock it or something, I believe I bought the last 3. Sorry. It is this Bernat Pop. And yes, I'm going to open it so we can talk about it, but let me get it open here. Yeah, I watched these go from like 16 left down to these 3, so I pulled the cord or pulled the plug or whatever on it. When Bernat Pop first came out, I think this was one of the, oh gosh, these feel even softer than the original, like than when they first came out. Oh, is that? Sorry, I had another, they do, yes, these are so soft. I don't know, maybe I'm just like, ooh, soft, soft, soft tonight because of the Red Heart with Love. I don't know, but these feel so soft. These are called Full Spectrum, and it's this absolute beautiful rainbow of colors. Like, there's even an orange down here that's getting a little washed out, but it's so gorgeous. I love it so much. I loved it when I first saw it. But yeah, when Bernat Pop first came out, I'm pretty sure this was one of the first few colors. When it first came out is when Walmart carried it, I believe, and this was definitely one of the colors at Walmart because I have a few of these, and that's why I wanted a few more to make sure I had enough for like a blanket, like a good sized blanket. And the ones that I got were definitely from Walmart at the time, so I think it's amongst the first of the colors. Bernat Pop has always been on my like top 5 or top 10 favorite list. I think it's a really good like substitute for those of you guys who can't have like Karen cakes because of the wool content, because these are, I'm gonna double check myself before I talk, but these are 100% acrylic. I thought so. Because that's why it made my list, so I was pretty sure of myself. Because it comes in just as many like beautiful colors. It's a nice thick yarn. Let's go over the details of it really quick. It is a medium 4-weight yarn, which I agree with because much like Karen cakes, like I said, and much like Red Heart, They're just, it's a nice, thick, plump 4-weight yarn. It's not like Caron Simply Soft, where it says it's a 4 and you feel it's a little lacking on the 4, you know. Let's see, 4-weight yarn. Suggested needle size for this is a US 8, which is a 5mm. Suggested hook size is a US H, which is a 5mm. It looks like you can wash and dry it. You just cannot iron it. This is, as I stated, 100% acrylic. Each cake is 5 ounces, which is 140 grams. It is approximately 280 yards, which is 256 meters. Again, the color is full spectrum. And where were you made? Where were you made? Yarnspirations, I know that. That's, it was made in China. So for those who are not in love with the made in China yarns, this one wouldn't be for you. For those who don't care, this is super soft, super lovely, super wonderful. Yeah, and I like I said, I really, really love it. I'm super, super glad that I was able to score the last few of them. Yeah, to me, there's a lot of different colors that like speak to me in the library of Caron, or of Bernat Pop, I mean. And Caron cakes too. I was gonna say Caron cakes, but I think they're super comparable. Just some people can't even use the Caron cakes because there's wool in them, and these do not have that issue. But yeah, I love them. So that was actually, and I got 3 of them, like I said, I showed you. They're not matching middles, but that's okay. I'm not a color controller by any means, like ever, really. I can't even think of anything. I'm sure I've color controlled something to some degree, but I can't think of the last thing and what it would have been that I've color controlled. But I was considering either with this one, or there's a color that I have on my shelf out in the other room. It's called like Kitschy Kitsch or something like that. And it's this really beautiful, like cream and coral and light blue. It just looks like something out of like the 50s, like a 50s kitchen or something. Either this one or that one, or maybe both. I was considering using them in a blanket and literally like dividing them and, you know, color controlling them, and making either like granny squares or I don't know, something out of them, but obviously, but a blanket, because I have a blanket quantity of each now. I have 7 of this one, and I have at least 7 or 8 of the Kitschy Kitsch ones, which is good because I think they were sold out on the Yarnspirations site. But yeah, these were, I told you the price of the Red Heart with Love. These were like $3.50, I think the clearance price was. And so, I mean, I didn't want to pass that up anyway. The debate was more not whether I was going to get them. It was what I could afford at the time, because it was like in between paychecks and stuff. I would have probably sprang for a few more had there not been 3 left by the time I, you know, finished like my bills and stuff. But yeah, so I'm very, very pleased with that. And I mean, I told you guys it was a small haul. That was what I ended up getting. You'll have to let me know if you are somebody, because it seems like with Bernat Pop, either you, if you've tried it at all, either you really like it or you really don't like it. There doesn't seem to be a lot of in between. So you'll have to let me know if you have tried it, and if you like it or not. And if you do, like, what are some of your favorite colors? Because I really do like it. I don't use it nearly enough. I have it just sitting there, like, it's one of those yarns that I kind of like covet and I know I need to use. So I'm probably going to start with this one right here, actually. So since I know I'm not going to be sitting there waiting to get more of it, I'll use it. But Anyway, this has gone on way long enough for such a small haul video. I will let you guys go. I will be back very soon, and I will talk to you soon. All right, I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.